So Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always has arrived on Netflix. This is a very low budget, fan made looking special that is campy, cheesy, and it's just like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And what does that mean? It's Morphin time! This is a short special, and I have to say, this special was made with love and encapsulates the past 30 years of Power Rangers and is a love letter to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Every 90s kid out there, you know what Power Rangers is like. You even probably watch VR Troopers and Beetleborgs. This was filled with nostalgia. Was some part of it a little bit reminiscent of a fan film? Yes, it did have that amateurish, low-budget vibe, but in many ways, it still had that campiness and cheesiness of the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and it's like Adam West Batman. You know, that's the part of the charm. Power Rangers is supposed to be that way, and if you're an adult watching this, first of all, I hope you're a fan of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but if you're expecting something serious, you're not going to find it. Like, this is for the fans, and I love it. They pay homage to Trini. It's so sad what happened with the Yellow Ranger in real life, and they actually, for the first time in Rangers history, acknowledge her death. So we're introduced with the team failing. Billy is back. Zach is back. You have references to the other Rangers. Rocky is back. And they do address Kat and Tommy Oliver's relationship, so that's kind of cool as well for fans who didn't know that they were together. It's so great seeing the original suits and hearing the original theme. That's one thing that the 2017 film should have had more, was the original theme. There are moments that are reminiscent of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. Would I have loved a production of that high end? Absolutely, but this film hits all the cylinders where it matters, and I love it. I think the way going forward is having a bit of the original generation with the next generation of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Bridging the gap. I think that's the best way moving forward with the legacy. Maybe introduce Jason David Frank's daughter as well as Tommy's daughter, you know. That'd be kind of cool. I like the emotional center of this. There are moments that will bring fans a smile. There are many Easter eggs. And you do have Rita Repulsa back. She's in a robotic body. That part of it is kind of a little bit of a knockdown, but let me tell you this. Your kids out there, and just kids in general, are going to love this. Nephews and nieces, whatever. This is made for kids, and for any adult just like bashing this, it's my childhood. You need to go ahead and take the nostalgia goggles off. This is your childhood. Now, did I like the way they did it in the 90s? A little bit more, but I have to say, we're lucky to get this special, and the actors are just great. There's a hole that's left without Tommy Oliver, you know, and I feel that more after Jason David Frank's passing. So to see this and what's left of the Rangers, there's just so many emotions, you know, the years, the history. There's just been so much that has happened the past 30 years, and to be able to have these heroes of the Power Rangers and what they stand for, it's just great to see. And there's so many little nods and moments to the original show, and by the end of it, I was in tears. It got to me at the end, and it also brought a smile because they do pay homage to certain opening sequences. That's all I'm going to say. But it was kind of cool seeing CGI, you know. Before, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reminded me of like Godzilla or a kaiju film. I loved it for that. It was like superheroes meets Godzilla with like the mech swords and stuff. While I do think Netflix could have put a bit more money and maybe not as rushed it so much, this is still an awesome love letter to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers history. And if you're a fan and you grew up with this and you want to watch it with your kids, I highly recommend it. I give it a 4 out of 5. Any kid out there is going to love it. I mean, if you watch like Power Rangers Samurai Nickelodeon and watch the original shows, I just think it's just a fun family special. And I wish it was 2 hours, but you know what? It makes the most of its 55 minutes, has a great story, and really sets up something interesting for the future of Power Rangers. And I kind of hope they stick more to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and more specifically the originals. Those have always been the best, but, you know, they don't shy away from other Rangers history with Power Rangers in Space or Lost Galaxy. So that was cool too. Overall, this is just a fun bit of nostalgia that is everything that Power Rangers was and always is. You know, once a Ranger, always a Ranger. Let me know down in the comments below. Any fellow 90s kids out there, did you watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers when you were growing up, or anybody younger? Did you watch any Power Rangers? Personally, I loved it from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I didn't really watch Zeo at first, but I got into Space and Galaxy. Lightspeed Rescue is the last one I got into before the Disney era. And then I watched Samurai because I was curious to see what Saban was going to do, and I watched the film. But this was a nice trip back to the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger era. And let me tell you, there is just nothing like it back in the day. So let me know when you first saw Power Rangers, and did you see Once and Always a Ranger on Netflix? Let me know your thoughts on it. In the meantime, you can subscribe and feel free to check out these other videos for more content. Till next time, everyone, remember, you have the power.